9 News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
And welcome back to Cadillac High School. Boys Big North basketball action coming up in moments. Here live from Cadillac, Jay Simon alongside Kevin Gregory. We got a nice sized crowd here as a small Petoskey contingent has made the trip. The Cadillac faithful out in full force, and the Cadillac Crazies, of course, as well as ESPN The Ocho.
Love it.
We're not sure.
Got a little Twitter handle in the bottom there.
Yeah, we got to make sure to find what that is. I got to follow him. Definitely got to follow him. Over in the student set. Cadillac Crazy is just some of the best fans in high school sports. They're a lot of fun.
Been a long work week, been a long school week. I got a fever, they got a fever, and the only cure is some good old Big North basketball.
Absolutely. Getting the starting lineups right now for both teams. For the Petoskey Northmen, they will roll out a quintet of Redwoods as 6'4" Seth Mann, 6'3" Nick Snyder, 6'5" Joel Wilson, 6'5" Jake Lee, and 6'9" Danny Culp will start the game for Petoskey. All of those young men are juniors with the exception of Nick Snyder, the lone senior who starts for the Northmen, who only have 3 seniors on the roster. 3 seniors, 1 sophomore, and the rest are all juniors.
6'9", I can't see over his belly button.
That young man is literally, and you know me, I don't use that word loosely, literally a foot taller than you are.
Yep.
That is unbelievable. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we have Keegan Brooks, Cooper Benson, the freshman Tip Baker. I believe I saw sophomore Cale Mickelson getting the start out there. And the 5th, I want to say, was
41, I believe.
There we go. Yes, Clayton McCarthy getting the start. So we mentioned that we might see a little bit of a jury-rigged lineup, and we're getting it already right from the outset. McCarthy will jump against Lee, won by Lee. Excuse me, that was Joel Wilson. And this is Wilson with the ball. A little jump stop in the middle, stopped. Kick out 3. Rebound corralled by the Vikings and the freshman Tip Baker, which is a required part of his name until he advances to 10th grade. Keegan Brooks looking down low for McCarthy, who's looking to set a pick and never even glanced back. It was a nice look by Brooks on the little slide off the pick, Kevin, but McCarthy not ready for it.
It was a great roll. I mean, it was there. You just got to look for the basketball.
Man, top side, Wilson swung around. And we're going to get a foul on the Vikings on the interior. And we didn't mention it in the pregame, Kevin, but I can guarantee you this will be a physical game. Vikings like to play that type of defense anyway, and the Northmen, definitely one of Northern Michigan's more physical teams. This Petoskey Northmen squad, Kevin, did lose to the Manton Rangers earlier this year. They come in at 5-3. As we get a 3-ball, too strong. Nice tap, though. Snyder able to corral it back.
Well, we know Manton's got a squad up there.
We do.
A little north of here, and that's a big win for them because this is a big lineup that Petoskey puts out there.
Snyder again, and basically the Vikings evidently don't think Nick Snyder can shoot because he had about 15 feet of space, and he knocks it down the second one, so the Northmen go up 3-zip.
Well, I was curious to see what Cadillac could do, and we'll have to see as the quarter progresses, but it could be one of those things where they got to pick their poison a little bit and pack it down low against the trees and dare them to hit a few before they come out.
Get a travel violation on Cooper Benson. And you talked about it in the pregame, Kevin. This is a lengthy Northman squad, and this isn't all the size they got. They got more over there on the bench. How the smaller but quicker Vikings deal with that will be interesting to see. Wilson over to Snyder. This is Seth Mann, who's ID'd by Coach Dennis Starkey as a good shooter. Kolb trying to back his way down, gets his pocket picked by Baker. Baker amidst the trees. McCarthy on the block. Nice kick out for Brooks. 3-ball, in and out. Good hustle by Cale Nicholson.
Look at this matchup, 6'9" versus the point guard for Cadillac. That's trusting your big man to guard outside.
Brooks, skip pass, nearly taken away by Wilson, and Mann will come up with it, and the Northmen will bring it over half court. 5.5 to go here in the opening quarter. This is Jake Lee, hands it off to Snyder. Thought about the 3. This time, Baker chased him off the line. And the turnover to the Vikings. McCarthy loses the handle, picks it back up, inside, and he gets the layup to go. 5:10 to go here in the opening quarter, 3-2 Northmen. Well, Coach Starkey telling us they don't really have a true point guard on this team. I think he actually used the term point guard by committee. So they run this motion offense. Wilson. Inside for Kolb. And Kolb elevating easily over the top of Cooper Benson. Not a whole lot you can do about that defensively.
That's about as good as defense as you're going to play on him. You know, he got his chest into him, elevated, put a hand up on the shot. Sometimes 6'9" just gets you.
This might be the most heavily covered Big North basketball game ever, as there are 2 radio stations and us here tonight covering this game, as we got a foul.
And a Mark View sighting.
And a Mark View sighting, yes. We got 1 newspaper, 2 radio stations, and a TV station covering this game right now.
It's just because you're announcing, Jay.
Foul was on Joel Wilson, his first, and Petoskey's first. Brooks being given plenty of space by Kolb. I'd like to see Brooks try to take Kolb off the dribble. Kolb's using his hands a lot. Probably get that call. Benson for 3. Mann chases down the board. Kolb trying to show range and drops it. Danny Kolb with the 3.
That might be a problem. He starts knocking down the 18, 20-footers, and he's got the inside game. I don't know what to do to contend with that.
Yeah, we're going to get another foul. Actually, this is going to be on the Vikings. I think they're going to get Tip Baker potentially on a moving screen, and they are.
Interesting call there, but what Cadillac's going to have to do tonight to stay close and give themselves a chance, they're going to have to work their tails off on defense, and we know that goes without saying. But what I mean by that is when that ball gets thrown down low to 6'9" and the size that Petoskey has, they have to go down and double. But when that ball gets kicked out, they either have to be sound in their rotations or they're helping recover defense to get hands back out on the shooters that they have.
Got a substitution, John Crittenden, one of the other 2 seniors on this roster, checking in for the Northmen. Skip pass for Crittenden. Long 2 is good.
See, and there's that closeout by Tip Baker that I was talking about. Sucked into the middle and helped. Good skip pass, and he was a little bit late on his recover. Open shot for Petoskey.
10-2 Northmen. 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. This is Hunter Rensbury who's checked into the game for Cadillac. Crittenden with the near steal. Brooks will elevate and shoot. Comes up a smidge short. Loose ball will go off the Northmen. It'll stay Viking basketball with 2:47 on the clock here in the first quarter. Brooks will trigger. Baker, long two is good. No, they're going to give him 3. Looked like his feet were on the line, but the Vikings will take it. Tip Baker cuts it to 10-5 with 2.5 to go.
That was a quick release over 2 Petoskey defenders in the sideline there.
Wilson swings it around for Lee. Wants to get it down to Culp. Nice skip pass for Crittenden. Here's Mann on the baseline. Wilson gets it taken away by Baker. We're going to get a jump ball call. Kevin was about to go nuts, and he likes the call. I agree with you. I thought it was great defense, and I like the call. That was the right one.
The good part about the cameras being where it needs to be on the players, so when I get animated, nobody sees what's going on, and I keep it to myself, keep it locked inside.
As long as you don't say anything.
That's right.
It works out well. I'm completely conflicted as right now our camera angle not showing you this. When we go to camera 1, you'll see what I'm talking about when we inbound this ball. I'm conflicted by the Ocho guys at the ESPN desk and then the Toga guys standing right next to them for the Cadillac Crazies. It's all throwing me off.
Well,
I'm not sure what the theme is. I know the ESPN guys are there every night.
Right.
There you go. There's a good look. And that's what's his name?
Kay Dennison.
That's right. Dennis, who's always looking for a loose ball under the baseline, is Baker standing on the baseline as that rebound came to him. Will give the ball back to the Northmen. Minute 51 to go here in the opening quarter. Just a 10-5 game. As Colin Kingma checks into the game, brings the ball up. Cooper Benson with the assignment on Culp. They're running him all over the place, and Kingma left alone with the 3. Third triple of the game for the Northmen.
I'll draw that one up for you later and tell you what Cadillac's got to do to get around that. But just good sound basketball by Petoskey. It's a well-run offense.
Oh. Brooks straightaway 3 is off the mark. Culp comes up with a loose ball. Culp will get it back and taken away nicely by Benson. Cooper Benson has got to go for those balls low and hope that they don't call anything on him. He's doing a nice job. Benson, long 2. Rebound battled for. Nice save by Snyder. Inside a minute to go here in the first quarter. Wilson, skip pass for Culp. Top side for Kingsma. This is Lee against McCarthy. And another strip by Benson as he reaches in and takes it away. 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter as Keegan Brooks takes Culp off the dribble, goes baseline. Baker for 3. Yes!
It's his second one of the night. If they're going to find a guy that can knock a couple down, they better ride that train until it stops.
13-8 Petoskey, 15 seconds to go. Snyder, 10 seconds.
Switch to a 2-3 here to end the quarter.
5 seconds. Snyder will take the long 3 at the buzzer, back iron. And that will do it for the opening quarter. 13-8, the Petoskey Northmen lead the Cadillac Vikings here at Cadillac. You're watching 26 Sports and CCTV's presentation of boys Big North basketball action, brought to you by Cadillac Tire, Pizza Plus, and High Point Cadillac GMC. We'll be back in a moment.